Put your damn headphones on.
Heavy sigh.
I have to get my notes. Because it's so much.
You told me you didn't do a damn thing for today.
Oh, I was sandbagging.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, that's all I wanted to hear.
No, I really didn't do anything for our topic.
Everything.
But I had to do radio game stuff.
Okay, well, we can do that.
Do you want to introduce us?
Oh, so I can do that.
Well, that's about all you can do.
I can't fix the radio, but I can introduce the podcast.
I think radio's dead.
Metaphorically. Hi, everybody.
We're getting on each other's nerves, but we are the ascertainers.
It's episode probably 92.
Yes.
Because I think 91 is going to be when it's previously recorded. Of the ascertainers, we've hit the wall. We can't stand each other.
We never could.
I think that is going to benefit you, the listener, because it is on. Yes, you are at the ascertainers. You're at the right place. I am, Mark is the pod father. Why don't you say hi and say something else?
Hello, everyone. I'm Mark. Welcome to our podcast.
Oh, that's way better. You did your hands like you were Montgomery Burns over there. you were applying hand sanitizer after seeing Mike H. at the bar, who says, everyone's at home with the flu, but I came out for a beer, as he's shaking my hand. I'm like,
that was terrible.
I know. And that's what I felt like doing, what you were just doing with your hands.
I was doing the Snidely Whiplash.
Very vigorously. What was that called?
Snidely Whiplash.
Oh, I thought Montgomery Burns would do that too, from The Simpsons.
Well, you got it from Snidely.
Are you familiar?
Are you familiar with Snidely?
Little. It's not real.
Oh.
Like Montgomery Burns.
I thought he was.
Anyway, I'm Jim. I'm the other ascertainer. And we're going to ascertain the shit out of you tonight. So welcome. Buckle up. It's the holidays, so we decided that we would tackle or speak of on the topic of Christmas movies. And I had some other ideas, but Mark said, no, we have to save those because there's so many more episodes that we can fit in between now and the holidays. Oh, wait. We should do them all tonight, pal.
Maybe, but I think at some point we should mention that.
That's up to you, man. I think there's a quality shout out there. So the people that do our theme music, which, by the way, is original theme music, which is the classiest part of this podcast, do you know if you know what a cameo is? That is where you...
2 humps or 1?
Cameo.
Oh, sorry.
That's a dish for serving butter on. But is that a chambray? Anyway, there's a guy named Dave Foley who used to be on this comedy troupe called The Kids in the Hall. And The Kids in the Hall had a skit called Freedom of Speech, I believe. And, there's more lights over there. Just noticed.
It does look very festive down here tonight.
So my youngest son, Big Al, reached out to Dave Foley of Kids in the Hall, who people now do these things called cameos, where you can call up a celebrity or reach out to a celebrity and go, hey, it's my dad's birthday. Here's a couple tidbits about him. I'll pay you $50 or $100 to say something nice to my dad. Well, Al did that with Dave Foley, and so Mark and I this week got a cameo, like about a minute-long little diatribe by Dave Foley, and he did not like the name of our podcast. He shouted out the podcast, but he said, it sounds like you're entertaining asses, I think was the long and the short of it.
I think he was trying to be funny.
Well, he said it in a very Dave Foley-like way. We got authentic Dave Foley, and that's, boy, oh boy, you can't put a price tag on that. So, Big Cat, very innovative and thoughtful. He said, it's your Christmas gift, Dad. He goes, didn't turn out like I wanted it to, so I'll give you some beer, too. But
I loved it.
Well, there you go.
Thank you, Alex.
Yes.
That was wonderful.
Yes. If they say it's the thought that counts, that one was a Home run. So
Yes.
way to go. Thank you, Al, for the music and for the Dave Foley shout out. I think you've outdone yourself.
Yes,
So
that was
way to go.
wonderful. Thank you. Where were we?
And I have a couple of things. I have a couple of things from last week.
Okay.
I think Kenny Jones, who replaced Keith Moon in The Who, I made fun of him like last time for having such a generic name. But I think Kenny Jones is the perfect name in The Who, because when somebody goes, oh, the new drummer for The Who is Kenny Jones, and you know what's the first thing people said?
Who?
Yeah, see?
That was perfect.
Okay, I'm on a roll. I got a couple more. I'm saving that one. I'm not ever going to say that one. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I eat mop.
I eat mop who? Mopple hoople?
Gross. You eat your poo? Why would you just totally steamroll my awesome joke that I heard on the internet this week?
That was awful.
Well, yeah.
Awesome or awful?
From a guy who eats poo. I eat my poo. See, now you made me say it. Good job.
I don't know what's going on.
You got
now.
any thing from last week there, Palio?
I do. We screwed up the part of the episode. We said ex-Marine. You never say ex-Marine.
Ooh.
You always say former.
Thank you.
But we fixed it later
do
on.
You say former?
Yeah, you say former Marine.
So a non-active Marine.
Yes.
Because you're still a Marine, right?
Always a Marine.
That's the thing. Yep. Okay.
But we corrected ourselves later on. But the first time was not correct.
By we, I'm going to say you, but thanks for the association. Because I don't know these things. I wasn't in the service.
You said it, and
I mean, you were in the Air
correct.
Force, so we share that in common. We were neither of us are really in the service. I think only Air Force people can say that about themselves, but they all do.
Right. Alan Collins was in a car accident, but it was 4 years after Rossington Collins broke up.
Okay, so that's just what he looked like.
Yes. He was badly injured where he almost lost his arm in the plane crash, like you mentioned.
Okay.
But the car accident happened 4 years after Rossington Collins. So I don't think he ever played with Leonard Skinner after Rossington Collins.
Okay.
And Ringo, I said the Sgt. Pepper's, it was the White Album.
Okay. And Abbey Road was their last studio album.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Because Paul's dead.
How many versions of Paul McCartney have there been, and will there be? Did you hear that rumor, though?
You told me that rumor.
Yeah, where it's like, oh, the real Paul McCartney died, so we just found this other guy that's like the best musician ever. So
they could write great songs.
Other John Lennon's running around, like just delivering mail and shit like that? I don't know. I listened to Something, because I think it's one of the coolest songs ever written, and don't tell me Ringo's a crappy drummer, because in that song, which is not a drumming song, he just blends in so perfectly.
Well, if you ever watch The Last Waltz,
I have.
they do a close-up of Ringo drumming. That's when they brought everyone on stage. He sat in on the drums. And he did a signature lazy roll.
Yeah.
Everyone commented on that is
Quintessential Ringo.
Yes, correct.
Also, not a bad sushi. The lazy roll. It's all over the place. I mean, they don't roll. It's not tight like the other rolls, but...
I was thinking a quintessential roll. I don't think I had that one.
Ooh. I can't do it. I felt so... I really wanted to say, and I didn't. You can edit that part out.
Yeah, well.
We already had a little thing on the last episode about Polynesian and Asian. And
yes.
Did you see the...
I did not.
Did you see the clips that I put at the end of that?
I didn't look up the clip yet, but I
worked very hard on those. It takes me almost a minute to put those on.
You do something.
Oh. Wow. Listen to you. All right. Wow. We're just 10 sweet minutes into this piece of crap. And you know what happened tonight? I left my phone at Newt's.
At the corporate.
I left my phone at the corporate office. I thought I would, put it on record and see what they were saying about us. I did not do that. I just flat out. So we got all the way to my driveway, and I'm getting ready to go in the house. I'm like, call my phone. And
you did the slap every part of your body.
And parts of the car. So, sorry, car. But yeah, I indeed left my phone like a moron. Luckily, the staff at Newt's is very attentive, and my phone was always in good hands. So, but we did go to Newt's, and I had I think one of the better burgers I've had ever. There, even though it looked like it was a little askew when I got it, but I had the jalapeno popper burger, smash burger, and boy, oh boy, a couple of just perfect bites, if you know what I mean, where you get just the right amount of everything in that bite. So it was good.
They smashed it well.
It's well smashed.
Yes.
It's a smashing burger place if you're a English guy in the 70s, but yeah, it was. And I'll tell you what, I think that people were a little worried about the weather, so that it was not as
it was
bustling as a normal Friday night, but that's okay. That's okay. I mean, whether it's busy or a little slower, same service, same vibe, great popcorn. We didn't lose too much in pull tabs, but we lost more than either of us wanted to. And but yeah, good time. Highly recommend Newt's if you're in Apple Valley or Lakeville or Egan, Rosemount. Go to Newt's. Tell them the Ascertainer sent you. By now, I think most of the people, well, a lot of the people there, especially if you go to the bar, like sit at the bar, would know what that means. And if you want to get a full price meal, just go ahead and ask for Corey and tell him that the Ascertainer sent you. And then you might even get overcharged. So don't do that. But anyway,
do it after you get your meal.
You could go, hey, I want to see Corey to see if he really exists, and then he'll come out and deny our existence. He'll deny our existence. So it's a real catch-22.
Well, we're trying to work on him to get him to be the sponsor of the radio.
Oh yeah, that was poorly hatched plan. I said, hey, do you want to be the
official sponsor?
Do you want to be the official sponsor of the radio game, or just of the whole podcast? And he goes, aren't I doing both already? I'm like, son of a bitch. And he asked who his competition was, and I made up that there was a kid in the neighborhood who was going to do lawn service in the spring. So,
and then he called our bluff, and we were like,
Yeah, he saw right through us. I don't know how. All that food in the way, all those burgers in the way. So Newt's, go do it. And I forget. I didn't do the name. I said sweet hot chicken, but it's not. That's not the name. It's the honey something chicken, and it's really good. I didn't get it 2 weeks in a row. I never get the same thing 2 weeks in a row. So you should get the honey hot chicken sandwich or some shit. Delish. You had the fish. You had no fish.
I had the fish sandwich. Very good.
Don't you read the papers?
With the coleslaw. If you deep fry anything, you're not going to be in trouble.
No.
Little Mercury?
Yeah, Little Mercury. Freddie's cousin. We will kill you. Mercury. It's a heavy chemical or heavy metal.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Mercury Morris of the Dolphins.
No, I was talking about Jim Kick.
Which was brought up earlier.
Yeah. To any Ascertainer listener that knows who Jim Kick is.
Blame me.
Wasn't there a runner named Jim Fixx?
Yes.
I think he was.
He's a marathon runner.
Jim Kick and Jim Fixx. I mean, isn't that kind of like they were drug terms?
Wasn't Jim Fixx the one that
died?
Yes.
Of a heart attack while running?
Yes.
How'd that work out for you, Jim?
I don't know if it was during running, but that was kind of the...
I don't think Kobayashi is going to fall over eating a hot dog ever. So I think it's safer to eat hot dogs than it is to jog. Is that not a fair assessment?
Yeah. Very.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go to the...
And if people who listen to us for health advice, stop.
Oh, yeah. I went to the skin doctor today, and that's not the band. This is the skin doctor. And they whacked a mole off my back, and they put it in a place where I just absolutely can't reach. So if you don't have a Band-Aid changer and you have a mole on your back, you're probably going to just die of the infection of the mole wound than you are of the actual mole.
Or just wear like a wool sweater and don't cover it.
Or just scratch it off. It's either going to get removed or cover your entire back in an afternoon. Go for a hike. It's pretty scratchy back there. I don't know what's going on. You look on your arm and the mole has reached the front of your arm. It's like, oh no. This sweater's way too itchy. This is just stupidity. Which
means our other ones are smart.
Let's It's all relative, my friend. Let's draw to what we know, and let's go with the radio game, formerly exclusively sponsored by Newt's, now just normally sponsored by Newt's. This is a fun game, kids. Woo! It's so much fun. It's hard to even describe, but it is where Mark and I each list 4 bands. And after we've listened to our 4 bands, we will listen on a secret earbud to a local radio station. If either of those 8 bands are playing on that station when we listen, it's secret, then we'll have a winner. And, here's my dollar. I think there's got to be close to $60 in there by now. Or, yeah, north of 55 anyway. So we got that going for us.
But we can't count?
Whenever I count it, it keeps going down. So I don't think I should be trusted with that money.
Yeah, but if you put something underneath it to prop it up, like tissues.
I bet the tissues from your room support a lot of money. Crunchy ones? Why'd you just walk into that, man?
I didn't think you'd be that mean. All right, I'm going to start with my legacy ones.
Okay.
Fleetwood Mac and Pete Best and the Beatles.
Nice. Like it. Respect it. I'm going with the Motor City Madman, Theodore Nugent, and Dire Straits, because Dire Straits will be the winner.
And I'll do Lee Michaels.
Do you know what I mean?
And
you've done him recently.
It's been, I think, a whole season.
Anyway.
I have done it previously. And Ian Hunter. So I get Mata Hoople also.
I don't know one Ian Hunter song, but I know that I can picture him. He looks just like the guy from ELO. He got the big hair and the sunglasses, right?
Once Bitten, Twice Shy, that Great White made famous. That's an Ian Hunter song.
No fooling.
And Cleveland Rocks was actually a Ian Hunter song, England Rocks, but they changed it.
Was that for like the Drew Carey show? Or?
Yeah. And then the Presidents of the United States did a cover of it also.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you learn more here by accident. Than, all right. I'm going with Dobie Gray.
That always sounds like a sitcom guy.
It does.
Dobie, yeah.
Because he did, I think it was Drift Away.
Yes.
Please God be the one. And then the Climax Blues Band, which I believe is Ride Captain Ride Upon Your Mystery Ship.
No, that's Blues Image.
Shit. Well, who did Climax Blues? Oh, Don't Look for the Sun in the Middle of the Night.
I won't. Yes.
It's the end of a Rush song. God darn it. It's over by now. Dude. That's all you're going to hear.
Everything sounds like an end of a Rush song.
What a great life you got. Everything.
I hate Rush.
Why do you hate Rush?
Rush is the new Kansas in my book.
Oh, and then right into another song, and nobody had it. I don't know why I tortured myself. ZZ Top, LaGrange after that. By the way, that's a good song.
It is. So simplistic, but great.
Much like a 2-guy podcast when no one's got talent. We're the LaGrange of podcasting.
No, they have talent. We don't. That's a bad comparison.
So you don't approve of my simile?
No, I think you could work on your smile.
I can't even say smile. Right?
You can work on that.
All right. Well, don't get me started on... okay, since it's the holidays, we'll just turn the page... See what I did there? I get something written on the back of this stupid paper. I am really recycling because I do the whole write-up, and then I put in the column what I'm going to do for clips. If you listen to this podcast, by the way, if you're listening and you are being held against your will, don't worry about it. Just enjoy it. Go Bobby Knight on the whole thing and just try to enjoy it. And
but thank you, everyone. We had a really good week on downloads. I don't know who you are or why you did it.
I know who you are.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I had to tell one of our guests how to listen to one podcast, and I assure you that they listen to every single one of those podcasts.
Well, excellent.
You know who it is, though?
I don't.
Who was our last guest? Second to last guest.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it won't be long before we start getting Facebook comments like, did you really have to say that word, Jim? My mom. Because I wanted her to hear her episode, but I didn't know a way to just send her the file for the episode. So I showed her how to do it on YouTube.
Well, Ellie, I hope you enjoyed it.
Well, Ellie, I hope you enjoyed it too, but if you didn't, I hope you just deal with that on your own. And
Well, you have to listen to it because it's your son, so keep downloading.
Oh, let's get Marlene on quick. How come? When are we getting your mom on?
When she buys a cell phone.
You're always very quick to tell me that people won't do something. You ever notice that? Why is that? Do you play God?
Should we do a skit comedy and I'll film it and you write it? What was the first thing out of your mouth? No, I'm not going to do that. So you are the same way I am.
I don't think I said I'm not going to do that. I think I said I'm not sure I'm your guy. Based on the strength of all the other skits I've written, I think that I don't. Actually, I know I have a skit. I think I have a skit in mind, very much in mind. It has to do with the subject matter that you thought was inappropriate on the last episode. It'll just be you and another person podcasting, and I'll be over there, and that'll be it. It'll be a very short, or as long as you need it to be. And that sounds fun. Feel better?
Yes.
You want to try again? You want to? I'm flustered. I'm annoyed.
We texted earlier in the week, and Jim always comes across as annoyed in his text with me.
How do you do tone in a text?
I'm
going to read the text.
I know you right now.
Can I read the text?
No, don't read the text.
Was it bad?
Well, it's childish.
I'm cool with that. Let's see what it says. Oh, I remember. Oh, but Jason, JT, former guest, sent a link that I didn't read because, it wasn't even a link. It was just a fun fact that vegetarians on average have an IQ 5 points higher than those who regularly eat meat, according to research. And then
you don't have to roll your eyes.
And Mark's, I just didn't like the way that sentence was. That's what that was about. And Mark said the lowest bar with Jim.
Well, JT said,
"Oh, I can't say this. Yeah, this is a little blue." You thought because I said if you deduct, I can't.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Don't bring it up.
Then we're back to even, and then you said that has no effect on IQ, and then that was nothing.
Nothing from you.
Oh, because I didn't say anything.
Yes, that almost sounded snarky what you said, like you were angry, because you have very thin skin.
And my dermatologist says my skin's just fine. It holds my guts in just plenty good.
You fit in well up here with no sunlight.
Don't start with me and what you said about the couple at the bar.
Oh, no. That would be worse than the text. I didn't say anything bad, but Jim read into it.
Okay.
That's just the way you are.
What is with you? Are you trying to just get me to go off on you tonight? Because I'm having a good day, and
I want to ruin it.
I don't think you can.
Give me time.
Give me just a little more time. All right. What do you want to talk about? Christmas what? I got stuff for Christmas movies, Christmas TV shows, and Christmas songs.
Let's start with movies.
Can I start with what I think is an overrated Christmas movie?
Sure.
And it's going to be very unpopular.
Oh, if you say It's a Wonderful Life.
Nope. That's a gimme. That's a chip shot. We're not doing that. I think Christmas Vacation was the worst of the Vacation series.
Wow.
Right out of the chute. Mother
Even
trucker.
the Christmas or Vacation Europe or whatever that one
European
was.
Vacation?
That was awful.
Also bad. So really the only two I liked were the original and Vegas Vacation.
Oh, Vegas Vacation was awful.
You tell Wayne Newton that, friendo.
That was after he lost his voice.
Really?
Shane. I played that for my kids
Donkashade?
the other day. I said, this is a guy singing. They said, no way. No way. That's a woman.
Why did you tell him it was a guy? You should have said, this is a hot chick. I'm going to show you her picture now.
She hasn't aged well.
I still think a 75-year-old Wayne Newton is prettier than a lot of the girls I dated in junior high there. So.
No, I think Christmas Vacation was excellent.
You did?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what it is about it. There's another one on my...
I think Randy
yes, Randy Quaid.
is awesome in it.
Who played Eddie, not Randy.
Randy Quaid.
That's a correction.
Not really, because his name is Randy.
I corrected you. One.
No, I think there's excellent parts. And I want to delve deep into this. Why you don't like Christmas Vacation.
Not tonight. I have to watch it again, and then I'll like I said, I think I said, on Elf, I said I have to watch it again, because I think I didn't find Elf funny the first go through.
Oh, my goodness.
Can I tell you my favorite one? Let's not dwell on negatives. My favorite Christmas movie is Scrooged.
I love that one also.
Yes, which is a twist on A Christmas Tale, I think.
Christmas
Carol.
There
we go. Yes, I love me some Scrooged, and I like Home Alone.
Oh, I don't care for Home Alone.
Come on. Can we not just like one thing that's the same?
I like Scrooge.
Oh, you did? Okay. What'd you like about it? Scrooge.
I thought it was very funny. I think Bill Murray is top notch. Especially when
Bill Murray's in Scrooge?
He plays that homeless guy.
Huh.
Yeah. It's very good.
I thought that was Kenny Moore. Kenny
Jones.
Who? See? It works. No, shake it off, Jim. So,
when the guy comes in and busts into his office and he starts shooting him.
Bobcat Goldthwait.
No. He's the first ghost. His former boss, the guy who played the voice on Charlie's Angels.
Really?
He died on the golf course, and the mouse comes out of his head, and he goes, "Oh,
wasn't that Peter Boyle?"
No.
You know who that is?
Yes.
Who is he?
He is the Frankenstein's monster.
Was he also Ray Romano's dad? Peter Boyle?
Could have been.
Way to study. Way to prepare. Hey, you kids.
I didn't know we were going to...
Hey, you kids.
But do you remember Young Frankenstein? He was Frankenstein's monster in that.
Well, in Young Frankenstein, that's totally different than Frankenstein's monster, played by Boris Karloff.
No, I said...
I would know that, did you? Because I only watch cool movies.
He wasn't Frankenstein. He was Frankenstein's monster in...
Young Frankenstein.
Yes.
Somebody does that. It's like, oh, yeah, dicks. It wasn't Frankenstein. It was Frankenstein monster you're thinking about. All right. So, Scrooged. What I liked about Scrooged was the message, the story. Be thankful for what you have. Don't try hard to be successful. Just let it happen, man. No, I'm kidding. That's not what it is about. But I think that he forgot the things that were important to him. And I just thought about how you apply in that story.
The Disney one, I was not a fan. I saw that one with Jim Carrey. It's an animated one.
Of Scrooged?
No, of A Christmas Carol.
Oh. I never watched A Christmas Carol. I never watched any of these classics. I saw A Wonderful Life, and I saw within the last 10 years a Christmas Story. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Christmas Story?
Christmas Story, yeah.
With the BB gun and shit. I didn't think much of it.
So you really didn't prepare for this.
I did too. I just named a Christmas movie that one is on my overrated. I've done all three of my overrateds.
But we're talking about A Christmas Carol.
Never saw it. Was I supposed to watch it?
Or just know?
I watched fucking Scrooged. Isn't that enough? And I liked it. Mark, show me your piece of paper.
I don't need this. I'm a Christmas guy. Okay. So I've watched all of these.
Oh my God. This is fascinating.
I picked
Mark up because Mark don't drive. Mark is like Daisy in this, and I'm the guy that drives Miss Daisy. Anyway, when I pick Mark up, he goes, I didn't do anything for this. I didn't prepare at all. I go, don't worry, I got a bunch of stuff.
I've seen the 1954 Christmas Carol. I've seen the one with George C. Scott in the 70s. I've seen the Jean-Luc Picard one, Patrick Stewart. That's a good one. And I've seen the Disney one, the animated one with Jim Carrey. That one I did not like in the theaters, but I've learned to love that one. Wonderful.
Where do you get off watching all these Christmas movies as a guy who doesn't believe in Christmas?
I love Christmas.
I know you do. You get dressed up on Christmas.
I do. But I should put pants on.
Is that compensating for the fact that you don't believe in any of that. You're like a mall Christmas guy. You're not a away in the major guy.
You smell like beef and cheese.
Who said that?
It's from Elf.
Oh, not from A Christmas Carol?
No. You sit on a throne of lies.
Oh, that's where that's from?
From Elf? Yeah.
I think he says that in another movie, too.
I don't know about that.
I'm going to look that up for next time. If there is a next time. I don't like how this is going. I don't like the way you're looking at me there, Mark.
Okay, go on.
I have one. I think it's considered a Christmas movie, but it's not like real obvious. Oh, actually,
Die Hard.
Oh, you know what? I'll go Jingle All the Way.
I didn't care for it. I like the references to Minneapolis.
Okay. All right. I'm going to try to do another movie and have Mark go.
Well, Scrooged. I love Scrooged.
Like, okay, that's one. And then I said 4 others, and you didn't like those. How about Bad Santa? Are you a Bad Santa guy?
I enjoyed it, but I don't watch it over and over again.
I think Billy Bob can do very little wrong, and I'm watching Landman right now, and he's so good in it. It's a weird show, but his character is just phenomenal.
Yes, I enjoyed that, but I think it's creepy.
It's awkward. I think I don't find it as creepy as it is. They just didn't sell the premise. I mean, people aren't buying the premise, right? It's unnecessary.
There you go. Yes,
but I think I see where they were trying to go, because that one guy that lives there is just perennially uncomfortable with all the, he's like a lawyer. He's trying to do his
Well, I've only
job,
seen the first episode, so spoilers.
Okay, well, they all die in the third. So anyway, damn it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
So it's only a 3-part series, so you'll be all right.
All right.
Bad Santa 2.
Could you, I don't see sequels, even if.
That was pretty bad. Don't watch it.
Yeah, I can only imagine. So are there any you'd like to offer up so I can just smack them down like...
Well, It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay, it's good. Could use some color. Needing a couple of black actors, but also Technicolor would have been nice. What I like about It's a Wonderful Life is...
All right, we'll go on.
I just tried to run out the clock, but no, I think it's a very wholesome and a feel good movie. Makes you count your blessings. And it's all about counting your blessings, which I think was what the holidays are very good for, is to, like, you kind of just reflect back, and I say it can always be better, it can always be worse. And people, I think, tend to focus on it's not good enough. And it's like, dude, there are billions of people. If you live in America and you're feeling kind of down on your luck or woeful, there are billions of people on this planet that would take your situation. They would kill for your situation. So anyway, I'm not saying, I mean, I've had my ups, I've had my downs, all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, you got it pretty good here in America, just for the ability to have the freedoms that you have and all that kind of stuff. So, hey, this is about Christmas, so didn't want to get political.
I would bring up one that...
Oh my God, Mark doesn't like when my phone does that.
Other people probably seen it, but I just watched it a couple of years ago, and I think it's great. It's with Kurt Russell, The Christmas Chronicles.
I saw it too.
Isn't that awesome?
It was like the first good Christmas movie, first new, like, recent Christmas movie that was really good, I thought.
I thought so also. The second one, not so much, but that first one that was good.
How about the movies on Hallmark where it's the same premise, every single one? Hey, I'm back in town after my girlfriend dumped me from high school, and now I see she has a flower shop, and I just wanted to get a cocoa, and she works there too.
I'm not married to Jim, but my actual wife watches those things 24/7.
Your actual wife?
Yes.
What am I, your...
You're my podcast
chopped
wife.
liver? Am I your side action?
Yeah.
My real wife, my smoking hot trophy wife, Chris, huge fan of those. And it's like, really? Oh, I wonder what's going to happen next. I wonder if there's going to be some conflict where they fight a little bit, but they wind up together at the end. Huh.
And I say, I want to decorate our house like that. And she goes, no, that'd be tacky.
You just see tacky. I just saw what's on this other wall over here. We're hosting my side of the family. Like, there's going to be like 25 people coming over a week or so after Christmas. And that's why all this, look at that. I'm like, oh, where'd that come from? And then you see these other lights. I look over here, and this wall looks like someone threw up on it with lights. It's not a good look. But she doesn't listen to the podcast, so there's nothing to worry about.
So I'm hosting also my side of the family.
Really? Are there any? Do you think anyone will show up?
No.
I'll come over. Just let me know the day.
Thank you.
God, you get stood up by your family a lot, dude. Oh, but
I didn't invite him this time because then I'm not let down.
So you're just going to have it yourself and put a bunch of places at the table and go, oh, you guys didn't show up. Oh, you didn't know about it? Well, I'll support you any way I can. But let's get those good for nothings on the podcast so we can ask some questions about why they don't show up when Mark wants to just be a nice guy.
Oh, you've been around me enough. You know why they don't show up.
I'm just doing this for the effect, just to make you feel worse.
Another one that I just saw last year, Claus. It's an animated one. Very good. It's on Netflix also.
A movie or a TV show?
Movie.
Okay. What was the one was it called The Santa Claus? Those were pretty good too.
Very good. Very good.
It didn't make my list, but
the first one was great. Second one was okay. Third one was...
Boy, if you got okay out of the second one, that's kind of a big deal.
The third one was a money grab.
Yeah. Christmas music, I know we're running out of time and everything, but are you familiar with the Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Well, I think they're great. I've been listening to them for years and years and years, and now I hear they're going to try to play with just regular Siberian orchestras, and I'm not sure what to think about that.
I might have to cut that. I'm very uncomfortable.
What?
I'll put clips on of our podcast.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here laughing at your jokes. And most people look at me and say, what? I don't get it.
What's the joke?
Well, like the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Edmund who?
Isn't that Ella Fitzgerald?
Ella Fitzgerald, the boat. Yeah. That's it. Too soon, meaning it was in November and Christmas is in December.
But nobody knew that song. And I had to play the song to people.
I didn't do a good job of saying what the song was. We just said the artist, and we figured people would know.
But if you even said that Edmund Fitzgerald, people hadn't heard that song.
Is that
especially
the name of the
younger.
song? Is it The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald or something like that?
That's 2. I'm not counting that other one. Yeah.
Oh, well,
that wasn't really
a correction. We get to 3, we can end it. This should take no time at all. Let's see. I thought that do you remember how I always say, if there's something that I have like in my head that I want to like premeditate or whatever, it's always going to suck. That.
Are you going to do one now?
No, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra was one of those, and it actually got you to laugh a little, so I'm okay with that.
I should have laughed at that. Now I'm a bad person.
You were before. Don't worry about it, pal.
Well, should we wrap this up, or do you have other ones? I mean, I have other ones that we could talk about, but I don't think you've seen them. So I'd just be...
Oh, you're talking about movies?
Yeah.
Well...
You're not a Christmas guy.
I am a Christmas guy, I said. Neil Diamond. There's one, I guess it's considered a Christmas movie because it happens around the holidays, and I also going to just go ahead and just put my man card right over here next to the shredder. Love Actually. Are you familiar?
I watched it once. I don't consider that a Christmas movie.
Okay.
That's more of a romantic Canadian Trudeau type of music or movie.
What do you got? We're not political, but what do you got against Trudeau? He seems like a swell guy.
He's Canadian.
He seems like he's really got it going on.
I'm against all Canucks. I'm calling them out.
Wayne Gretzky, Patrick Roy, and Mario Lemieux. How about, I saw a thing where these two guys go into a bakery and they order croissants like they're French and they call it a croissant. And all I could think of was when your kid was on and said that he's engaged, and he goes, yes, I'm engaged. I have a fiance. Just the way you said it.
You can get a hold of us on any podcast that you listen to us on. Text us anyways. And we have a Facebook page that will probably put a soundbite on there that will offend more people than we already have. And you can like us on Facebook.
We're going to try to offend you. But if we can't offend you, then send us things that would offend you at theascertainers@gmail.com. I ran across, I was at the tavern, what's it called?
Tavern Grill.
Tavern Grill. The thing in Tavern in Apple Valley. I think it's just...
I think it's the Tavern Grill.
It's a fine establishment.
Very nice.
I like a couple of people very much that work there, including Lance from Think Drink Disney. By the way, Think Drink Disney, if you like Disney movies, check out podcast Think Drink Disney, because they break them down hard, kids. So, they really... if you think you like a movie, listen to that, and you'll learn about a crap ton of stuff.
And shout out to Matt. He's helped me editing-wise.
Matt G., the host of Think Drink Disney, and then Lance, who also moonlights at the Tavern, Apple Valley Tavern
Grill.
Chris and I are sitting next to this guy and his wife, and this guy's voice, I'm like, I think this guy's been on the radio or something. And I go to his wife, I was sitting next to the wife. On my right is the guy's wife, and to the right of her is the guy, and my wife is to my left. And I go, hey, excuse me, I don't want to bother you, but they were 20 years older now, so they're pretty old. And I go, should I recognize your husband's voice? He really sounds like I've heard it before. She goes, oh, you don't recognize it, but I tell him that when he whispers, they can hear him in Wyzetta. Oh, so you think he's loud? Anyway, I said, well, I'll tell you what. She goes, I think he always wanted to be a broadcaster. And I said, well, it's not too late. I go, my friend and I, you're the friend. I'm doing finger quotes on friend.
And he's pointing to the other side of the room.
I'm pointing to the picture of myself. I'm pointing to myself in a mirror. But I said, yeah, we have a podcast. And, hey, sweetie, you want to come say hi?
Hi.
Okay, nice lights. I really like the ones on that one.
I love the little tree also.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, cute.
You're not going to listen to this episode, are you?
I don't know.
Because I think I might have been a little harsh on what I saw on that wall there.
He called it a little tacky, and I thought it was wonderful.
I said it looks like someone threw up on that wall.
It doesn't look
But the little kids will like it.
Exactly.
It's
for the family.
It's a family-friendly wall.
I'm glad I was able to make your holiday spirit.
Thank you.
Of course he wouldn't get it, right?
No,
So,
he doesn't even like Christmas Vacation.
Mark saved the day again. Oh, sorry, honey.
I
could turn that mic on and you can repeat that.
No. At a distance is
He'll
best.
turn it up so loud in post. Say hi.
Hi.
Jeez.
Don't forget to say Mark saved
you're
the day.
Cold. I can feel the cold
Mark.
coming off you.
Mark saved the day.
Oh.
That's all I wanted to hear.
Do you want me to say it again?
Yes.
Mark saved the day.
Let's try saying
Brr.
it. Something
You guys.
blocking you. All right.
Good night.
Good night, hon. Never come down here again.
I heard that.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Was he interested in coming on the podcast?
Yeah, I said, give it a listen. I go, pick anyone. She likes music and everything. And I said, just pick one. And if you like it, send us a text, or, the email address is in the write-up. Send us an email and we'll work it out. We'll make it happen. And we haven't heard from him. But we also had a huge listen week this week. So maybe you listened to a few. I know my mom listened to a bunch. I don't think she listened to all of those, but it's all good. We hit 3113 downloads this week at some point, which is like, as a Rush fan, that's like so much better than 2112. There, I had to do it. Bang! And Rush would have won the radio game this week.
I am shaking my head in disgust.
Last week, I had, riff off of my this week picks for your next week picks because I'm always a week behind.
In life.
Regularly. Yeah. Yeah. Not just on this podcast. I have other podcasts that I'm behind on too. Yeah, we better wrap this one up. This has become a marathon.
Yeah, you've done another Minnesota goodbye. Thank you for listening.
It's after Christmas. Hope you had a good Christmas.
Bye.
And a good New Year's. Bye.